All right, so here's the idea. We had car troubles last night, so I couldn't put this video together, but I got a dancer. There's half of my daughter. I don't want YouTube having her face, so YouTube can have her feet. So this one, as you can see, this is not constitutional. I'm not one that's big on really the Constitution. I believe that people should, govern themselves really. But most people, that should be at least some kind of seed planted. This is just a, like the cheap, this is like the cheap paper towels that you can get nowadays. This is what they were doing at my local Ace, and I flipped out. I just couldn't believe that they wanted me to stand there wearing this thing while they did my shopping for me. And I left. I didn't shop. I'm never going to shop there again. But I did this because I feel like this is a mockery. This is ridiculous. Okay, but this should pass. According to what they're saying, this should pass. So make a mockery of it, and write something on it. I got one of these. One of these was hanging up. So, we're doing takeout now. 3 days a week, 3 nights a week. But so some of the people that, you have to wear something while you're working. Some of them wear these. So I grabbed one. And I wrote this, Research Event 201. And then my kid's dance floor here. I've been saving this since, I want to say like 2011 maybe, something like that. This was all wrapped up in a, wrapped up tight, rolled up in saran wrap. But I haven't written anything on this. This is the back of it. It's just one of these DuPont. This is for a painter. This is what you see these people. I wore these when I was working in trash burning power plants. But these are like painters use these. Like to keep, if you work in like an auto body shop and you're the painter, or an auto like painting, you see them wearing these. Sometimes you'll see painters, I don't know, like maybe union painters on certain jobs they got to wear for whatever reason. But I wore these at that job to keep, the remnants of burnt trash off of me. But this is a mockery. You understand that this is ridiculous. So I'm going to try to go through the logic here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off because it's so circular. It just keeps going around and around. It doesn't make any sense. The instant that you're, according to, so if I'm just trying to not get my clothes dirty, I keep wearing this when it gets dirty, and I just keep wearing it. It gets dirtier and dirtier. And then at the end of the day, I throw it away, or at the end of, I put a new one on after break or whatever, however it was going. But according to this particular situation, you have the instant that this is infected, so to speak, you got to trash it. So you're walking through the store, you're brushing up against shit that could be contaminated. The instant that this is contaminated, you got to put a new one on. This isn't like... It's the same as the gloves. These people are wearing the gloves. They're touching everything in the store. And then they're touching the shit in their wallet. And then they're touching their friggin' keys. Like, what are you doing? This is just, it doesn't make any sense. So wearing this is just stupid. But this gives you a lot of surface area to write something good on. And because this is a multiple time use thing, and those deals there are, you can make more of them or throw them away and get a new one. this I only have this one, so this is gonna have to last me through the whole apocalypse. But so I want to write something good on there. I'm sure somebody will wind up giving me a good idea or something. I don't know, but I'm thinking like some vaccine myths or some of the ingredients in vaccines, or I don't know. I want to make it good, so I'm not writing anything on this yet. But there's a lot of real estate. You've got the sleeves, you got the legs, you got the chest area too. You know, I'm thinking about putting, you know, like questions somewhere. Are you dumb? You know, something about, you know, calling them sheep. Some people need to be called out, and it's got to hit them in the gut, you know, for them to. That's how it happened for me. You know, I'd make my comments before I woke up. I'd make my comments, you know, full libtard idiot comments, having no idea really how contradictory that was to reality and stuff. Got cut off by a phone call. Anyways, I had no idea, you know, some of the stuff, how silly and contradictory it was to actual reality, you know. Really, before you have a kid, reality is what they make it 100%. Having a kid, at least for me anyways, was the thing that allowed me to really start not just letting my cognitive dissonance, they shut down conversations or shut down trains of thought. You know, I was super pro Hillary, and it took me hearing, at the time I was still big, I thought Joe Rogan was the truth. Oh my God. And so, but it took me hearing Jimmy Dore on his show talking about Hillary Clinton in a negative way for me to even listen to it, because anybody else, and I wouldn't have listened to it, but I knew that he hated Trump. So in my brainwashed mind, if somebody was speaking ill of Hillary Clinton or Obama, they just were pro-Trump. And so I didn't want to hear it. That's like the rhetoric that had consumed me, that had consumed that part of my mind when I would think about that kind of stuff. But I had already heard Jimmy Dore's stance on Trump before, and like I heard the way he trashed him, and you're not pro a guy when you trash him that way. Bring up every single, you know, discretion in his past, every one of them. And so that kind of is what, you know, helped me. And also the other people, you know, random people on YouTube calling me out for saying stuff that, you know, like when I would defend global warming or whatever, you know, or when I would defend the globe. Oh my God. So embarrassing. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't give a shit when I'm wrong. I'm wrong and move on, okay? You know, I just want the truth. Because I can handle it. I'm not fucking Tom Cruise.